Hey guys! In this video I want to present you my 7 favorite training tools for badminton players. And a lot of you ask me what can I do if I want to train at home. So there are tools that will help you also to work out at home if you don't have the chance to go to a hall or you have no court. But there are also things that will help you to improve the quality in the training, and I will show you my 7 favorites that I also use on a daily or weekly basis in my training or at home. In the video description you will find links and infos to all 7 tools that I will present you. The first 6 tools can really be used by anybody, and they are also not expensive, so you can easily get them and use them for your daily training at home or in the hall. Tool number 7 is quite advanced, so I hope you're excited for this video. Let's dive into my 7 favorite training tools for badminton players. I already mentioned in some of my technical tutorials that the power in the fingers and especially the power in the forearm is very important if you want to generate power and hit really hard shots like a hard smash. And the first 2 tools I want to show you will help you to improve the power in your forearm or generally in your whole arm. First thing, you can make that thing on your own. It's pretty easy. You just need a wooden stick, you make a hole in the middle and then put a rope through it. And now on the other end of the rope you can put in any kind of weights. Here I'm using a small dumbbell, and just try out how strong you are with your forearm and how many kilos you can put on there. But I would say just start slow. Maybe 500 grams or 1 kilogram are totally enough in the beginning. So what can you do with that kind of tool? I will show you the exercise. It's very easy. You just hold your arms in front of you like stretched out, and then you turn the stick, so you roll the weight up until you get up here to your hands. Then you just let the weight go down again and you roll it up again. You can do it in 2 directions, and there's one possibility. You do it always one time this way, one time the other way, or you decide to do it like 3 times, you roll it up in the same direction. So this tool is great if you want to do some circle training at home or also in the hall, and just add it in, do like 3 or 4 reps, like 3 times getting the weight up, or do it for 40 to 50 seconds and you will feel it will burn quite a lot in your forearm. If you just start out with exercises like that, don't do it too often in the beginning. Like, it's okay if you only start every 3rd or 4th day, and don't start right away with doing it every day 10 times, then you will definitely get some serious problems in your arm. So start slowly and then build it up. You can also increase the weight a little bit, but as I said, a great exercise for your daily training routines at home or also in the hall. Another great training tool if you want to improve the power in your shots is a heavy racket. And I think many of you heard of it, or maybe some of you already have one in your bag. I can just recommend you to get one heavy racket beside your normal rackets, and you can use them during the training. So if you, for example, do defense training or if you do smash training, always change between the heavy and the light racket, and that will also help you to get stronger in your arm, improve the power in your shots. And I can especially recommend you also here again to work on the forearm rotation. So you can do stick smashes with the heavy racket and also change between heavy racket and then again with the normal racket. It also will feel very different. It will feel so light if you do the normal racket afterwards. And yeah, that will also help your muscles to get stronger and in the end eventually create more power with your forehand shots, but also backhand shots if you use it for backhand strokes. Tool number 3, the so-called Minibands. Probably you've seen these small rubber bands already before. They come in many different colors and they can be used for so many different exercises. I think they are extremely useful to work on your leg axis, so you don't injure yourself during jumping and during running on court. So it can be very helpful for injury prevention, but also can help you to improve your shoulder mobility. Like, those are the 2 aspects I work with them the most. And I will just quickly show you some exercises you can also do at home but also on court. So first thing is you just put the mini band around your knees and then you always let one knee fall in and then put it out again. You can always look down and try to see that the leg axis is straight, so your hip, your knee and your ankle are in line. If you work on that and if you try to get always in that position, that will also help you to stay injury free when you're running and jumping on court. A little bit more complex is the side walk with miniband. Here you can put a miniband on your knees, on your feet, or even both, and then always make small steps to the left and then again to the right. If you do the side walk, try always to use arms and legs diagonal. So if the left leg goes, then you put the right arm forward, and if the right leg goes, you put the left arm forward. Again here, when you're doing the side walk, really focus on a straight leg axis. When you do the step, your knees should never fall in, they should always stay in line with your hip and your ankle. So try to work on that with the side walk, and I will promise you it will help you to stay safe on court and prevent injuries on your legs. If you look at the posture of badminton players, you will see that the right shoulder sometimes is really far in front, and that will cause injuries on one hand and also will decrease your mobility in the shoulder in general. So minibands can also help you to get your shoulders back again, and a very easy exercise just by putting miniband around your hands. Put the elbows to your body and then pull outwards without the elbows leaving here the side of your body. Always slowly out, slowly in. So that will help to bring your shoulders a little bit back and give you more mobility in the shoulder, and also will help you here to prevent injuries in that area of your body. Tool number 4 will also help you to prevent injuries, and I can definitely tell you that it works because I had several injuries at my ankle, and then I started to use balance pads excessively. And I can also really recommend you, if you train and work a lot, that you also put in work on these balance pads into your daily training. And I'm, for example, also use that now as a morning routine. So I just get on the balance pad for 2-3 minutes every day, and I really felt over the last few years that it helped me so much to get much more ankle stability and always have a better landing position on court when I'm jumping around, especially when I'm getting tired. I'm not so, the danger of slipping away got really decreased, and I think these balance pads played a huge part in it. There are different kinds of pads. I prefer these soft pads, and I just stand on them with one foot, and then you can also make it harder if you close your eyes, or you can also do stuff like here, a Romanian deadlift on one leg. That can be really challenging, but try always to do something challenging. If you already have a very good balance, try to take the next step, make it a little bit harder for you. And as I said, already 2-3 minutes a day, or just a little bit before every training session, can help so much to prevent injuries and keep you away from the doctor or the hospital. Tool number 5 got very famous over the last couple of years, and I'm pretty sure all of you know the black roll. It's a very useful tool for regeneration, so it will help your muscles to relax if you do foam rolling after a hard session, or you can also do not so excessively, but just a little rolling before a training if you still feel that your muscles are a little bit tight, so you can prepare them for the exercise and for the training with some rolling. Another thing beside the roll that I want to point out are these kind of, you can use baseballs, or I use lacrosse balls. They are very cheap. You can buy one for like, I don't know, $1 or $2, so very cheap. And here you can massage even more punctual. Like the roll is very good if you want to roll the full muscle. If you have some points, some trigger points where you want to go in a little bit deeper, I can just recommend you to put one of those balls also in your bag. I think especially here for the shoulder, I like to use the ball because there it's really hard to use the black roll, but with the ball you can go more punctual on different trigger points. And so I think both very useful, the black roll, but I also recommend you to use one of these lacrosse balls. Tool number 6 is also something I always have in my bag, and I use it sometimes for warm-up or sometimes during or after a session in the hall, and that is the good old skipping rope. I think the skipping rope is a great tool to improve your endurance and fitness, but also stay really fast and these small reactive jumps you need if you do like normal rope skips or do double unders, for example. They will help you also to be able to move fast, jump fast, and a very, very great tool anybody should have. If you're not used to rope skipping and you want to start out, start slowly. As I also said with the stick exercise in the beginning, your body has to get used to it, and it can be really challenging for your legs. So give yourself a good rest after the session of rope skipping and just add up more jumps and more sets slowly before you, and don't go crazy in your first session of rope skipping when you never do it usually. Last but not least, as I said, a little bit more advanced training tool, the so-called Kettle Bell. The Kettle Bell can be used for different kinds of full body exercises, but I want to say that right from the beginning, if you have no experience with training with weights and have never seen a kettlebell before, you should not just buy one. You should go to a gym and let you teach how to use stuff like that, because if you use weights for your athletic training, you have to get the right technique. And with the kettlebell, the cool thing is you can do full body exercises that are, I think they're also quite fun and they are not so boring. But of course the technique is quite challenging for some of these exercises. So if you're interested in stuff like that, go and see a coach, go to a gym. But if you have the technique for it, I think it makes really sense to get something like that, even if it's a little bit expensive and even if you only can get one of those. I also just only have this one kettlebell, so only one weight. I cannot go up and down, but it's great for using it for my morning routine, doing some swings there, or doing some goblet squats, for example, when I want to work out at home. So it is a really cool training tool for those who are definitely crazy about working out at home and that also know a little bit about athletic training and training with a kettlebell. So much for that. Those are my 7 favorite training tools. If you are a badminton player, if you want to do something extra, or if you want to improve your training maybe in the hall a little bit, just have a look at these different kinds of tools. As I said, you will find in the video description links to all of these products, where you can find them, or like tool number 1, how you can build it. Except the tool number 7, very cheap, you don't have to spend so much money, and you can make training a lot more fun, or also train a lot more efficient also at home when you don't have the chance to go to a court. If you like this video or you want to learn more about mobility and athletic training for badminton players, just let me know and write it down in the comments, and I would love to get back to you there. Otherwise, I hope I see you in the next video. Have a good time. See you then. Bye bye.